Forspoken has been out for less than 24 hours as I'm recording this. I currently have a couple hours in the game and I wanted to give a quick review. Forspoken is an action RPG made by Square Enix and Luminous Productions. In Forspoken, we follow Frey, a modern-day New Yorker who gets magically transported to the land of Athia, a past or mythical land where she has to learn magic and how to use it to traverse the new world and make her way back home. On the gameplay side of things, I've been enjoying the magic and the unique ways you can combine it to combat monstrous creatures. It feels somewhat fluid and seemingly going to evolve in the gameplay as you unlock more abilities while leveling up. Gameplay and combat is somewhat similar to that of Final Fantasy XV, another game from Luminous Productions. Moving from gameplay over towards the graphical side of things, I've got a few things I wanted to discuss. First, frame rate. I'm playing on the PlayStation 5 since it's a next-gen console exclusive. I'm currently in performance mode since I prefer 60 FPS over 30, however, even Forspoken doesn't reach the goal of 60. On my system, in performance mode, it seems that I get anywhere between 40 to 60 FPS during the first few hours. This isn't necessarily a turn-off, but it is something to note. Moving on from frame rate, we're going to look at resolution, which seems to be a glaring problem with the launch build as of now. Every cutscene in the foreground looks good, but if you look beyond Frey and into the background, you'll see a blurry mess that looks like it belongs in 2012. This particularly goes for gameplay as well. The area near Frey will look normal and fine, but everything in the distance has an extremely low level of detail. Even some enemies, when further away, look incredibly low res and more like a blob than a wolf or a bear. Thirdly, moving on to the lighting engine of the game, it's not very good. Luminous Engine, developed by Luminous Productions, has been in use once in the last decade, which was Final Fantasy XV, which Forspoken seems to take a majority of inspiration from. Lighting and shadows seemingly disappear from time to time and leave the world in a dark, overcast lighting after some cutscenes. They seem to have overlooked making the lighting engine run properly or even at all. If we put every graphical glitch and gameplay aside, we still have yet another action RPG made by Square that is a subpar and more likely a massive financial flop. Forspoken is a half-baked, generic and overpriced RPG. I would hope to see support and updates down the pipeline to fix issues like these, however I couldn't possibly recommend Forspoken for $70. To me, this game's maybe a $40 game at max, preferably a $20 game if you can grab it on sale. For my final words, I want to end it with Forspoken just is not worth your time at this price, and it's definitely not worth looking into until these things are fixed. Forspoken, 5.5 out of 10.